74-63 win over the University of Dubuque. Chelsea, talk about what you saw out of your team out there today.
Obviously, we got off to a little bit of a slow start, slower than we wanted to. But the thing with this team is we've seen a lot of improvement from the early part of the season where we weren't finishing games, and really felt like after we got settled in that first quarter of play, honestly, I feel like they played for Jackie Kriegel, who left the game early. I feel like her teammates stepped up after that point and stopped playing hesitant, continued to attack the rim. Really, it goes down to the defensive effort, though. There's a lot of really, really good things we did against the University of Dubuque, and their first two conference games, they had gone to the line in the upper 20s. They want to score a lot of points in free throws. I believe they had 4 total attempts at the free throw line tonight. It was a great defensive effort from that standpoint. And then offensively, in the fourth quarter, our defense held us. Again, great defensive effort. But there was a point in the fourth quarter where we really talked about the need to score in that moment. And after that timeout, our team came out and scored the points we needed to score in that moment to really lock up the home opener in conference this year.
Defensively, you forced just 10 turnovers, but managed to score 27 points off of those turnovers. Talk about what that meant for you guys tonight.
It really felt like our players played heads-up basketball. Jess Helton, Allison Malaby, defensive forces. We talked after the game in the locker room, and Claire Marburger and Emily Dine led us on the offensive end of the floor. Jess Helton and Allison Malaby led us on the defensive end of the floor. And there was a period in the second quarter where Allison Malaby was taking away the University of Dubuque's baseline drive. It's a drive that they want to get so they can kick a pass opposite to the wing and then ball reversal. Malaby totally shut that down in the second quarter, and then Jess Helton was making heads-up play and scoring in transition. So really felt that those players fueled it. Obviously, defense is a total team effort, and really felt like our players bought into and executed our defensive game plan.
You touched on it a little bit already, but talk a little bit more about Emily Dine's performance. 7 of 10 from behind the arc and scoring 31 points. Talk about what she did well.
Well, first of all, to shoot the ball like that, it's a credit to her work ethic. Clearly, she's put in a ton of reps and has shot the ball extremely well. She's been shooting the ball well in practice, but she's one of our players who had the best offseason in terms of the amount of reps that she got in. It's really, really nice as a coaching staff and as a team to see her get rewarded for the time that she put into it. Again, she mentioned it, but teammates recognizing the hot hand, feeding the hot hand, and then Emily Dine feeling it. And really, really happy for her. Her dad was able to catch this game, traveled up from Florida, so it was a really special game for their family, and I'm really happy that they had that experience.
Obviously a big win for you guys early in the conference season. Talk about what this does for your confidence for the rest of the way.
Yeah, again, we touched on it. We felt all year long that we're bought into what we're doing here in the women's basketball program, and really opened up conference last week in the top two, in my opinion, top 2 teams in conference at their place. And coming off those 2 games, I think those 2 games prepared us for the physicality and the speed of the league, and really, again, came back on Monday, continued to buy into it, talking about the points. Every game has a different game plan, and felt like our team really executed the University of Dubuque game plan for this particular team tonight. But confidence wasn't really down after last week. Again, we opened up at Luther and at Wartburg, 2 really, really tough teams, and felt like our team took those games and really came into this week and this tonight's game and executed and played extremely well.
That was Central College women's basketball coach Chelsea Petersen.